Sir, can you please check 22 remaining booklet out?
Either way, same booklet. After this, we'll finish off that.
Exercise 122. First 6. 30.
Sir, 7.
Sir, 6 questions. Sir, 18.
Sir, 10.
क्या है तुम लोगों में?
Sir, 34 and 35.
24 and 23.
बुकलेट देना यार एक. मेरा सेट कम कर दो.
Sir, 16 also, sir.
ये ग्रेविटेशन तो है.
Sir, 24. Sir, 16 also.
Sir, 27.
Sir, 16 also.
तो 1 to 35 कर दूंगा यार. कर किया क्या है आप लोगों ने? हर प्रॉब्लम में डिस्कस करूंगा तो. Four particles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mutual gravitational force of attraction. I take this to be F1. I take this to be F2. I take this to be F3. If this is theta and this is phi, F1 cos theta plus F2 cos phi plus F3 will be mv square by r. Find out v, you will get the answer. 6. Radius of a planet is r. Satellite revolves around the sun, around in a circular orbit of radius r with angular velocity. Acceleration due to gravity on the planet's surface. Satellite revolves around it in a circle of radius r. See, radius of a planet is r. Satellite revolves around in a circle of radius small r. Right? That means G capital M small m by r square will provide mv square by r. V is under root gm by r. For omega, sorry, he gave the answer in terms of omega and not v. So let's put it in terms of omega. So write this as m omega naught square r. So r will come here. This will become G capital M by r cube is omega naught square. Acceleration due to gravity on the planet's surface, Gm by r square. Gm is omega naught square r cube by r square is small. Tenth problem. Three masses each are moving in a circle, each with a speed v under their mutual attraction. The third and tenth are similar. Tenth problem. Three masses are moving in a circle with a speed v under their mutual attractive forces. Distance between the masses must be, if I take this to be F1, I take this to be F2. This will be, if this is theta and phi, F1 cos theta plus F2 cos phi will provide the required centripetal force mv naught square by r. ANDHERI, settle down. There's lot of noise in your room. That will be your loss. Please don't disturb yourself. Duster कहाँ है यार? वो अपने आप वहाँ पर कैसे जा रहा है? Right, 10.
So will the triangle be an equilateral triangle?
Find it out from now. L, take L and solve. How much deep inside the earth should a man go so that his weight becomes 1/4 of that at the point which is at a height of r from the surface of earth? R from the surface of earth. What is G dash here? G into 1 minus 2h by r is not permitted. R by r plus h whole square. Am I right or did I put the reverse?
So right.
Now, how deep I should go so that your G becomes 1/4 of this? How deep? G double dash is G into 1 minus h by r. This should be 1/4 of this. 1/4 of G into r by r plus h whole square. Find out this h. This h is r. This h is r. At a height of r from the earth's surface. You are asking me to find out this value of h. Thirteenth and 14th. There is a ring. Mass of this particle starts from rest at a distance of r from the center along the axis of a fixed ring of radius capital R and mass capital M, small m. Please find out the potential here and here. What will be the potential here? V1 minus Gm by under root r square plus
R square. Small. Capital R square. R is
capital R square. Here what will
Sir,
be
can you
the...
go a little slow, please?
Or else we can.
I am going at the slowest possible rate. इससे slow होगा भी नहीं.
Sir, can we take photos of the doubt you are solving on the board?
I'll send the link to you people. Collect it. Oh, to you people, how will I send the link? I don't have myself.
Sir, but we can take photos, no?
Yeah, take.
Thank you, sir.
Now V2, what will V2 be? V2 will be minus Gm by R. Delta V into M is half M V square. A spherical uniform planet is rotating about its axis. Velocity of a point on its equator is v. Due to rotation of the planet about its axis, the acceleration due to gravity at the equator is half of the gravity at the poles. Escape velocity of a particle on the planet in terms of v. See, here g phi is g minus r omega square. Here g phi is equal to g. He is telling us that g value at the equator is half of that at the poles. G minus r omega square is equal to half of g. Right? R omega square is equal to g by 2. Omega square is equal to g by 2r. Now he is asking you what is the escape velocity. Escape velocity is under root 2 gr. Substitute this value of g here. 2 into g will be omega square into 2r into r. That will be the value of escape velocity. And without escape velocity of the planet, Escape velocity of particle on terms of the blank. Velocity of a point on its equator is v. Don't get in terms of omega, get it in terms of v. He wants it in terms of v. Velocity at a point on the equator v is r omega. Eliminate omega, get it in terms of v. Eliminate omega, get it in terms of v. That is the 14th question. Two planets A and B have the same material density. If planet A, if the radius of A is twice that of B, then the ratio of their escape velocity is under root 2gr. What is g? 4 by 3 pi dgr into r. This will be root over of 8 by 3 pi dgr square. This is escape velocity. Now apply that. He is telling you two planets have the same density. V1, two planets. कौन सा problem discuss कर रहा हूँ? 16. VA and VB. VA root over of 8 by 3 pi dg. Radius of A is twice that of B. Radius of A is twice that of B. This is 2 times RB whole square. Velocity of B root over of 8 by 3 pi dg RB square. That is 16. सुनो, ये डाउट लेक्चर हर सेंटर को भेज दो, हर बच्चे को लिंक भेज दो. राइट, डाउट लेक्चर है, लिख देना ग्रेविटेशन एंड एसएचएम डाउट लेक्चर. हर सेंटर को और हर बच्चे को लिंक पहुंच जाना चाहिए, जितने भी सेंटर से, जितने भी बैच से. Person brings a mass of 1 kg from infinity to point A. Initially mass was at rest, but it moves at a speed of 2 meters per second when it reaches A. Work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is equal to change in kinetic energy. I do not have a non-conservative force here. Potential at A, this will be minus of delta U plus work done by external force is change in kinetic energy, minus of delta U, U final minus U initial, plus work done by external force is kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. Initially the kinetic energy was 0, finally kinetic energy is 2 meters per second. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Work done by the person on the mass is, this is minus 3 joules. He is asking for potential of something. Potential initial will be 0 because initially it is coming from infinity. So will I get the potential energy final? Potential energy divided by mass of the body, will I get the potential? Wonderful, right? Say something.
Yes, sir.
सेवेंथ बीच में भूल गया क्या हम लोगों ने? 7th and 8th. 7. You have cut out a sphere this way. You want a किया हुआ है यार, क्लास में किया हुआ है क्वेश्चन है. Solid sphere, uniform density, radius r, applies a gravitational force of attraction equal to F1 on a particle placed at a distance of 3r. F1, 3r. A spherical cavity of radius r by 2 is now made in the sphere. The sphere with cavity now applies a force of F2. See, originally the field here F1 will be G capital M small m by 3r whole square. Right? This is F1. F2 will be G capital M small m by 3r whole square minus G m by 8 small m by this distance will be 3r minus r by 2 whole square. He wants the division of these both. F2 is the force on it when there is a cavity cut. When there is a cavity cut, what will be the force? Total force of the sphere minus the force due to the cavity is the force exerted by the sphere. Divide both, he wants the ratio of this. Mass and diameter of a planet are twice that of radius. What is the period of oscillation of pendulum on this planet? If it is a seconds pendulum, time period of seconds pendulum is 2 seconds. Now you get the answer. 2 pi under root L by G. G is equal to 4 by 3 pi dgr. Now Earth ka you know, the planet ka you know. Planet ka radius and density kuch ratio is given. Divide both, you get the answer. Two minutes of a break. Feel I'm going slow. यार ग्रेविटेशन के लिए एक पूरा लेक्चर दो।
सर वो एक्सरसाइज 2 में आंसर गलत दिया है क्या कोई?
नहीं हो। कौन सा क्वेश्चन?
9
सही है। आंसर सही। फिजिक्स का बुकलेट है भाई साहब, देखिए नहीं। हाँ, क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. Work done by external agent in changing the configuration of the system. U initial minus G 3m m by a minus G m 2m by a minus G 3m 2m by the hypotenuse will be under root a square plus a square. A root 2. This is U initial. What is U final? यार 20 सेकंड क्यों करवा रहे हो मेरे से? मेरी समझ के बाहर है यार. U initial U final का डिफरेंस लोगे तो आंसर आ जाएगा. People have not attempted the booklet properly. 2m into m by a minus G 2m into 3m by a minus G m into 3m by a. Difference of these two is the work done. U final minus U initial is the work done in changing the configuration from A to B.
सब वेट
लिखो, दो बार लिखो, 2 बार लिखो, जल्दी लिखो. पोजीशन. एनर्जी बेस्ड हर सेंटर। मैं यही काम फिर नेक्स्ट बैच में नहीं करूँगा, राइट? उस बैच को भी पहुँच जाएंगे, राइट? आज का लेक्चर अनएडिटेड लिंक निकालते ही अपलोड करो, शाम तक हर सेंटर मैनेजर को इंस्ट्रक्शन भी दे दो को बच्चों को लिंक दे देना, राइट? ASAP। मुझे मत भेजना, मेरा सेल मेरे पास है नहीं, सर्विस सेंटर में पड़ा हुआ है। दो बार लिखा तूने? आधा? Satellites around the Earth in a certain orbit, quantities that remain constant. Omega, aerial velocity, and total energy. Satellite going around. 27th, whosoever asked me this question, you did not read the theory from Haliday-Resnick Crane. You are supposed to read the theory from Haliday-Resnick Crane. We are telling you this time and again, you are missing on it. Right? Parameters which remain constant: aerial velocity, angular momentum, omega, and total energy. उसने options में total energy नहीं दिया, kinetic and potential energy दिया है. What always remains constant is kinetic and total energy. But हाँ, here he said when a satellite moves around the sun in a certain orbit, that certain orbit अगर उसने circular orbit बोल दिया, तो potential and kinetic also would have been constant, right? But then why is omega constant? Omega need not be constant in elliptical orbit. In an elliptical orbit, omega also need not be constant. So aerial velocity will remain constant, total energy. So answer is only aerial velocity for 27. 30. Planet of mass m, elliptical orbit, capital M, small m. Time period T, phase angle. यार ये तो किया हुआ है ना यार. dA by dt is L by 2m. किया है कि नहीं? So time period पूछा है उसने. Relation between them. Then their angular momentum will be, what is capital A? If A is the area of the orbit, then its angular momentum would be dA, take this, dA LT by 2m. A is LT by 2m. Oh, he needs L. He needs L. 2m A by T. हो गया कि नहीं? Oh. 32. You people are asking me doubts which no other batch asked. क्यों नहीं भैया? जब बाकी बैचेस ने नहीं पूछा और आपको डाउट आया, मतलब आपने मेहनत नहीं किया. 32. In a double star system, binary star, did I deal with that in your class?
Yes, sir.
In a double star system, this is capital M, this is 3m. Orbit radius of the lighter star is r. Right? Now can I find out this will become r by 3? Because m into r should be equal to 3m into small r. Small r will be r by 3. Right? Now time period मिलेगा कि नहीं? I will get omega. How do I get omega? G capital M 3m by r plus r by 3 whole square will be m omega square r. Omega आ गया तो टाइम पीरियड मिलेगा. कैसा मिलेगा? From next time when the duster is about to go there, stop it, keep it. Right? हाँ particle projected from the midpoint of a line joining two fixed particles each of mass m. If the separation between the fixed particles is L, minimum velocity of projection of the particle so as to escape, what is the potential here? Minus G m naught by L by 2 minus G m naught by L by 2 plus half mv square is the total energy initial. Total energy final is 0. Equate both. Equate both. Minus G m naught by L by 2 minus G m naught by L by 2 half mv square is 0. Final energy escape velocity must be 0. Will I get the velocity with which I should fire this? Hey, 35th class में क्या होगा?
Sir, there should be half m naught.
Half? किसमें? 34th या 35th?
Sir, the 34th, the kinetic energy will be half m naught v square.
Half m naught v square. He is right. Half m naught v square. The body which is projected as a mass of m. Ha ha ha. We finished the exercise 1.
So, so can you just explain 23rd question?
So we have not done test 2, so can you please record?
Pardon? Okay, one second. What problem did they ask? 23rd. 23rd. 2 satellites. अच्छे बच्चे एक्सरसाइज 1 खत्म करने नहीं देंगे. उससे बेहतर मैं आप लोगों से डाउट पूछना ही छोड़ दूंगा. 1 से 35 तक डायरेक्टली डिस्कस करते चला जाए. दूसरी बार थैंक्स बोल रहा है. Satellites of mass m1 and m2 are in same circular orbit around Earth, right? m1, m2 revolving in opposite sense. When they undergo an inelastic collision, right? When they undergo an inelastic collision, then energy will decrease. Say something. If their energy decreases, they will not continue in the same orbit for sure. Goes in a circular orbit of lesser r. How is that possible? Unless I bring it and give it, place it into another orbit, it is not possible. Right? Goes in an elliptical orbit within the original circle, quite possible. Goes in an elliptical orbit. You have seen this happening also. If the velocity decreases, didn't we show you that this will happen? Yes or no? Yes. 23rd. I just didn't explain the question. I told you the solution also. Say thanks.
Thank you, sir.
और क्या पूछ रहे थे यार? 5th या 6th कुछ बोल रहे थे? Exercise 1. Exercise 1 completed. Good. Exercise 2. Sixth question. An artificial satellite. Pardon?
9-4. So 5.
Now listen. Third question. Gravitational potential at the center of curvature of a hemispherical ball of radius r and mass m. Hemispherical ball of radius r, mass m. Please play it smart here. Very technically, what should I do? I'll have to consider an elemental ring. थोड़ा ध्यान से देखिए आप. Traditionally, if I were to solve, I would have taken an elemental ring here. This is theta, this is d theta, this thickness is r d theta. The radius of the ring is r sin theta. The distance of this point from here will be r cos theta. Potential due to the ring will be minus g dm by root over of r square sin square theta plus r square
cos square theta.
I committed a blunder. I should have asked you the formula, by chance wrote it. Right? Now this I will have to integrate. Now this is a constant. So integral dm is m, which I would have directly made a guess. Why? Because any small element of the hemispherical bowl I take is at the same distance from the center. I don't need to do this integration. Right? So hemispherical ball of radius r and mass m, the potential is V. This is what he is giving you. Gravitational potential at the center of the curvature of a thin uniform wire of mass m, bent in a semicircle. Now you bent it in the form of a semicircle. Every small element is at the same distance of r from here. Potential will be minus gm by r. Yes or no? In the part A, if the same wire is bent into a quarter of a circle, now यहाँ एक छोटा सा गड़बड़ है यार. सुन लो, same wire बोल रहा है. Don't take a quarter of a circle. This is capital M. Same wire is bent in the quarter of a circle means this will become 2m. He's playing with the language. इस वायर को मैंने ऐसा फोल्ड कर दिया तो यार 2m हो गया, तो पोटेंशियल तो वही रहेगा यार, माइनस जी m by r. Mass didn't change. Sorry, this m by 2 total I remain as m. This right side is m by 2. It is folded this way. So this will be m. What will be the potential here? That is the catch. Students get confused. They take same wire in the sense same material. Wrong. वो same wire बोल रहा है. मतलब same wire is folded in this way such that you will get total mass only on one quadrant of that. Take the literal meaning given in the question. Now you will get the next bit. Non-uniformly distributed also makes no difference. I put some mass here, some mass here, some mass. Hemispherical ball में I bring some mass here, some mass here, some mass here. All the masses are at the same distance from the center. Right? Quick. Lightning speed. सेम होगा. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? डायरेक्शन थोड़ी है पोटेंशियल के लिए. पोटेंशियल इज स्केलर.
So wait.
That was question number 3. Question number 5. Four. The spherical planets have the same mass but density in the ratio 1:8. For these planets, क्या पूछ रहे हो यार? Acceleration is 4/3 pi d g(r). Density का ratios दे रहा है. G2 is 4/3 pi d2 g(r). Derive both. Divide both. Right? आगे भेज दो यार. सुनिल. सभी सेंटर्स को सभी बच्चों को ये लिंक अनएडिटेड भेज दो. वहाँ भेजोगे तो फिर 1 डे डिले करेंगे. आज ही भेज. यहीं से भेज दो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे दो सेंटर पर. किसी भी बच्चा को नहीं लेना चाहिए उसे भी बुला के दे दो. बच्चा बोलेगा नहीं चाहिए उसे भी जबरदस्ती हाथ में थाम. राइट. 4/3 pi d2 g(r). Divide both. Escape velocity v is under root 2 gr. By the way, radii are the constant. Same mass but density is in the ratio. Listen. There is a small catch. Radii are not the same. This will be r1. This will be r2. Why are the radii not the same? Mass is the same, but densities are different. So when mass is the same, m1 is equal to m2. 4/3 pi r1 cube into d1 is equal to 4/3 pi r2 cube into d2. r1 cube into d1 is equal to r2 cube into d2. This is 1 off. Right? Fourth, fifth, communication satellite goes around the earth. Communication satellite should be going around the earth in the same direction as that of earth. Earth is going from west to east. Communication satellite also should be going from west to east. It should be along the equator. No, it need not be along the equatorial plane, but geostationary satellite should be along the equatorial plane. यहाँ छोटा सा confusion हो सकता है. Communication satellite, I can have a communication satellite even this way, but it will not be geostationary satellite. Right? Goes around the earth from west to east is right. Can be vertically above any place on the earth? No, it can be vertically above only equatorial plane. What is the answer given for this? B. D. Goes around the earth from west to east is right. B can be. B is not telling must be in the equatorial plane only. He is telling can be in the equatorial plane. Can be for sure will be right. If he says must be only in the equatorial plane, wrong. I can have a communication satellite even this way.
So what is the reason for west to east?
So then
In the direction of Earth's rotation. Satellite also should be rotating in the direction of Earth's rotation. If not, it will never be above you. It will literally 2 times crossing you.
So then LNC
Can be vertically above any place on the earth. That can be only possible only if it is.
also can be in the equatorial plane. So it can be
Can be vertically about any place on the earth. Arey nahi. That happens only on the equator. Yeah. It is there must be can be difference will not come. They are right. Well, physics ka booklet say there will be no errors. Don't worry. Communication satellite diagram is there in your class notes. 6. Earth satellite is moving from one stable circular orbit to another larger and stable circular orbit. Following quantities increase. Here, larger stable orbit. If this is 2r, this is going to 3r. Energy If the radius is increasing, energy is E is minus G capital M small m by R. dE by dr G capital M small m by R square into dr. Am I right? Now, what all is he asking? Gravitational, linear orbital velocity, angular velocity, centripetal acceleration. Listen, if the distance is increasing, centripetal acceleration will be omega square r. Now, will omega square remain the same or not? Have a look at it. G capital M small m by r square will be m omega square r. Omega will be under root Gm by r cube. Now that's a stable orbit. Take care of the energy. Potential energy bhi पूछ रहा है. Potential energy is minus G capital M small m by r. If it is increasing from 2r to 3r, as it is the quantity is decreasing, but because of the negative sign the quantity is increasing. Potential energy. Kinetic energy, how will you assess? Using omega. Right? Kinetic energy using omega or V, half mv square, V is equal to r omega. Then what else is asked? Centripetal acceleration, omega square r, do the comparison. Linear orbital velocity, V is equal to r omega. You know every formula, do the comparison from 2r to 3r. Satellite S is moving in an elliptical orbit around Earth. Mass of the satellite is very small when compared to Earth. Acceleration of S is always directed towards the center of the Earth. Statement is true because the force is towards the center of the Earth. Angular momentum of S about the center of the Earth changes its direction but its magnitude remains constant. Wrong. L by direction is constant. Right? Total mechanical energy varies periodically. Wrong. Total mechanical energy will remain constant. Total linear momentum remains constant. Wrong. Linear momentum changes.
Sir, linear momentum should be conserved now.
Linear momentum, how will it be conserved? See the direction of velocity.
Sir, it says remains constant in magnitude. Sir, it says constant in magnitude.
Yeah.
Linear momentum.
There is an external force now yaar. It will not remain constant. Magnitude का direction का V तो change हो रहा है. Mass of the particle is the same. We have done problems where we showed to you velocity here will be lesser than the velocity here. Reg FOG. देखो मेरा frustration why looking at this? अपनी दुनिया में है लोग उनको nothing to do with आप लोग बोलेंगे I'm going fast जल्दी नहीं करूँगा तो लोग सो जाएंगे
Sir, wait. Sir, रुको, मैंने नहीं लिखा बाकी सब.
length. If a satellite's orbits as close to the Earth's surface as possible, speed is maximum, time period of rotation is minimum, total energy. Here, speed is under root gm by r. If r decreases, v will be greater. Yes or no? Yes. Time period 2 pi under root r by g. This was taught to you. Time period 84.6 minutes. Total energy minus g capital M small m by 2r. अब r decreases, you decide what will happen to these parameters. Fair enough. Don't forget the negative sign when it comes to total energy. Total energy has negative sign. You have done n number of problems in chemistry in Bohr's atomic model dealing with the orbit with the negative sign. The key catch is the negative sign there. Yes or no? Please don't forget that. Now listen, some students requested we have not done exercise 2 of gravitation. So then going to exercise 3 and 4 don't make sense. Maybe I'll discuss it in the next class, not an issue. SHM का balance pending doubts बताओ. SHM. हाँ.
सर आपके असाइनमेंट्स में थोड़े डाउट्स हैं.
लाया नहीं यार हम लोगों ने. वो नेक्स्ट क्लास अनाउंस करके लिए आएंगे. We'll announce and bring it in the next class and we'll do it. SHM का balance doubt बताओ.
Sir, 16, 19, 20, 30, 32, 36, 37, 48, exercise 2, 9, exercise 2, 9, 11, 12, 13, 18, 17, 15, 1, 5, exercise 1, question number 6.
For exercise 2.
Exercise 14 and 16.
Exercise 2.
Exercise 3. Exercise
4.
3.
Exercise 5 last
Problems which you people have asked have been done and the link sent to you people. Not fair. You are getting the jail. Exercise 5 last problem who is asking, I have sent the link to every possible center. Exercise 4 का last problem which you are asking, I have sent the link to every possible center. अब वो लिंक खोल के देख तो लो ना यार एक बार. किया है मैंने 3 बैचेस में करके वो लिंक भेजा हुआ. ओके, give me the booklet once. Is done in the link and sent to you people. Exercise 3, comprehension 3 has been done and it has been sent to you people in the link. Please open the link and see.
Exercise 4.
So exercise 4 का थर्ड वाला.
ओके, एक्सरसाइज 4 को जब आऊंगा बता देना यार. We have 45 minutes. Not fair. 6th one क्लास में किया हुआ है. 6th one क्लास में किया है. 6th problem class notes.
सर एक्सरसाइज 118.
चुप. गुस्से में है बंदा, उसको एक्सरसाइज 118 बोल रहा है. 16. Man is swinging in a tight rope. This is L, L and L. Hey, wait, relax. All switch off the mic. Switch off the mic. Man is swinging on a swing made of 2 ropes of equal length. and in direction perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Time period of the small oscillation about the mean position. Have a look at it. These both are ropes and there are no masses. So they find out this particular length. This is L effective. Time period is 2 pi under root L by G. L effective by G. 16.
Sir, 17.
17. Y is equal to sine, multiply with 2, sine omega t by 2 plus root 3 by 2 cos omega t. I learned this when I was in my 11th standard in trigonometry in 1988. Right? How can you people forget this 1 year down the lane? Trigonometry, didn't you learn such type of technique? 2 sine omega t plus
5 by 6.
louder.
5 by 6.
How much?
5 by 6. 5 by 6.
How much?
5 by 6.
Right? 17, 18, ring of diameter 2 meters, compound pendulum, horizontal axis passing through the point at its rim. Please observe carefully. AB मैंने लिंक भेजा हुआ है, उसमें डाउट क्लियर किया हुआ है, फिर भी सुन लो. It oscillates such that its center moves in a plane which is perpendicular to the plane of the ring. That means it's oscillating like this. The ring comes out of the board and goes into the board. Center is oscillating perpendicular to the plane of the ring. That means the ring comes out and goes in. Right? Why are you particular about the direction? Moment of inertia पता होना है ना यार. 2 pi under root I by mgr. I, how do I substitute? About this it is mr square. About this mr square plus mr square. Substitute this I here. Quick, I need to rub the board. टेक्निक समझ में आ गया मुझे. डाउट्स आपके सेक्शन में ही लूंगा. मैक्सिमम डाउट्स यहीं पर कवर होते हैं, तो बाकी लोगों का इससे कम होगा. तो सबसेट विल बी सॉल्व्ड. फर्स्ट सेक्शन में डाउट्स लेकर आपको भेजूंगा तो आधे ही डाउट्स क्लियर होंगे आपके. सो अगले बार से डाउट्स विल बी टेकन अप ओनली इन योर बैच. यू पीपल विल मेक मी डू फॉलो द बुकलेट, सो किसी और का तो रहेगा ही नहीं.
Thank you, sir.
क्लास के बाद मिल लेना, मुझे भी थैंक्स बोलना अलग तरीके से. 19. Potential energy minus ax square plus bx to the power 4. A and B are constants. Angular frequency of small a oscillations about the minimum of the potential energy. First of all, du by dx is minus 2ax plus 4bx cube is 0. X into minus 2a plus 4bx square is 0. X equal to 0. X is equal to under root a by 2b. Am I right? Now, one will be a maxima, one will be a minima. How do I verify that? d2u by dx square is minus 2a plus 12bx square. Please substitute x equal to 0 here. Am I getting positive or negative? Negative. Louder. Negative. Then d2u by dx square at x equal to 0. I am getting a negative quantity. That means this is a maxima or a minima? Maxima. Louder. Maxima. Maxima. and hence I am not interested in this anymore. If potential energy is maxima, there it will be an unstable equilibrium which will not perform. Wonderful. Then I am interested in the other part of it. What is the other part of it? X equal to this. I will call this x naught. Now listen. Coming to x naught, I will go back to this. F is equal to minus du by dx. Now why are you doing it again? Here du by dx I didn't carry a negative sign. But here f is equal to minus du by dx. Right? So minus du by dx means it will be 2ax minus 4bx cube. Now my restoring force. What is restoring force? From the equilibrium position, if I slightly displace it by delta x, restoring force should be directly proportional to delta x. Agreed? Andheri, to my right, third bench. Please listen to me. Right? Restoring force from the equilibrium position. I underline the word from the equilibrium position. How do you do that? 2a x naught plus delta x minus 4b x naught plus delta x whole cube. This will be the restoring force. And restoring force should be directly proportional to? Can I open this using binomial expansion? Can I neglect the higher powers of delta x because delta x is very small? Can I substitute x naught is under root a by 2b? I will get the restoring force directly proportional to x. Can I find out the omega from that? Say something.
Yes, sir.
Make it very fast, lightning speed. Hi. Yeah, my daughter's cell is with me. She's not there. I'm in class. As soon as I go home, I'll give her the book. I don't know. Evening after I go home, I'll give her the book. She'll call it. Studio 1, we have gone through the first lecture of electrostatics. So for me it is always a mutual competition to make sure that your people are at par with them. Right? I try my best to do that, but somehow minimum एक lecture का difference आ रहा है. All three parallel पता नहीं.
Sir,
कर देंगे तो. हाँ.
sir, the 17 sum you did, sir, it will be sin omega t plus pi by 6, pi by 3.
हाँ yeah, true. Sin omega t plus pi by 3. Make the correction in the 17.
Yes.
Look at the joy in that guy's voice. Yes, it's right. क्या बड़ा achievement. Yeah, that is sin omega t plus pi by 3. actually they always make sure that your people don't form a group. They'll keep changing the sections. In schools, initially I used to not understand why that happens. क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार कौन सा section में? It's the same for me. But when I see the present generation kids, I understand you people form groups. I don't know the names of any one of you sitting here, but I can recognize you people because I know you people approximately sit with the same group. Quite a few such type of groups you can make out. In fact, अंधेरी में थोड़ा कम है. बाहर के center we can make out those groups who sit together always sit together. So that's why change of sections is mandatory. Irrespective of your performance in major test, every 1 month your section should be changed. Now next, 19th. 19th we just did. This was 9 or 19? 19. Thank God. 20th, tunnel is dug across the earth. Mass is m into m. ये भी किया है यार. m into m dot from the end of the tunnel. They collide, stick to each other. Amplitude. Here listen, conserve the momentum. mv minus of 2m into v. Their accelerations will be the same inside. They will reach at the center. Find out the new velocity. Right? Minus of minus, right? Right. It will be minus. Inelastic collision. m into v common. 3m into v common. Find out 3m into v common. Half 3m into v common whole square. Half m omega square a square. Find out the amplitude. Conserve momentum. Find out the common velocity. Why are you conserving momentum? Inelastic collision. 20th, 30. Particle executes SHM. Rate of change of his acceleration is maximum and minimum respectively at. Here he is not asking acceleration, he is asking rate of change of acceleration. Acceleration is minus omega square y. dA by dy is minus omega square. What is the answer given to this? Okay, he wants dA by dt then. dA by dt minus omega square dy by dt minus omega square v. Rate of change of acceleration will be maximum when v is maximum. A is the answer.
Sir, it is maximum and minimum.
Minimum, sorry, right. Maximum at this with the negative sign taken into consideration. Cheap trick, well played. (32) 32 is a good one. Observe this. We have done this in the class, but you'll have a trouble with the variables. Wooden log, length L, vertically released. It executes SHM, ignoring the viscosity. Time period of the pendulum. Time period 2 pi under root. What was the value we derived? Don't remember the formula. Let's it. See, if this is capital M, this is y. You displaced it by delta y. Capital M into d2 delta y by dt square is equal to a delta y into rho, density of the liquid. This is density of the body, this into buoyancy, what did I write? Into G, right? Mass of the body will be A, L into D. Now A and A will go, right? Acceleration is rho G by LD into delta Y. Rho G by LD into delta Y. नहीं, root क्यों नहीं? Omega will be under root this one. Compare it with A equal to minus omega square Y. Now see what all parameters that you can play with here. L, have a look at it. Mg is LA into D is equal to YA into rho. Total length A into D, this is the mass, this into G is YA into rho into G. Am I right? So what do you get? LD is Y rho. LD is Y rho. You will get G by Y. Isn't it? You will get G by Y. That means it is dependent only on the length which is submerged inside. Cross-sectional area and the density of the liquid, length of the immersed portion of the cylinder. See, if I replace LD with Y rho, rho and rho will get cancelled. What am I left with? Y. That's the only parameter that is on which it is dependent. Or he should tell me it is dependent on density of the liquid, density of the body and the length of the body. You give me all three, I'll agree. But you tell me it is dependent only on density of the liquid and density of the body. No. It is dependent only on D and L. No. It is dependent only on rho and L. No. It is dependent only on Y. Permitted. See, there are three variables. Tell me it is dependent on all the three. Permitted. If not, eliminate L and D using Y rho. Rho and rho will go, I'll have Y in the denominator. It is dependent only on Y. Permitted for me. Right? 30, 32, 36. Yeah. What did she say?
21st question.
Now 36, come to 36, this is a thin rod fixed up this way, compound pendulum, you are fixing it up here at a distance of x, right, uniform stick, length L, horizontal axis perpendicular to the stick, value of x for which time period is maximum, time period 2 pi under root x by mgd. I by mgd, d will be x, what will I be equal to? 2 pi under root ml square by 12 plus mx square divided by mgx, this is the time period, dt by dx should be 0. Say something. Yes sir. Yes sir. 36, 37, identify, now you know how to do the 37th here. What all can be an SHM? If you can bring the sum of two into one single sine function or cos function, it is a SHM. Now I give you sine cube, see you will have the trouble with y is equal to 2 sine cube omega t. How can I convert it in terms of an SHM and Phi? Can I put it in terms of sine function or cos function?
Sine function.
Right? Without any additions. Then it will be an SHM. If not, it will not be an SHM. You give me something like 5 sine 2 omega t cos 2 omega 2. 5 sine 2 omega t plus cos omega t. Now can I bring it as the sum of one single trigonometric function? It will be an SHM. If not, it will not. How do you want me to try? Use it this way. 2, this is 10 sine omega t cos omega t plus cos omega t. This will become cos omega t if I bring it out. 10 sine omega t plus 1. Right? It will not be an SHM for sure. I am not able to bring it as in terms of one trigonometric function. You want to cross verify. Differentiate this twice and verify if that is directly proportional to y. Or don't do any of this. You are not good at trigonometry. I am okay with it. You know to differentiate twice, right? Differentiate y twice. If that is directly proportional to y, it is an SHM. If it is not, it is not an SHM. Simple, right? 37.
So wait.
38. Particle executes SHM according to the displacement 10 cos 2 pi t plus pi by 6, where t is in seconds. Velocity of the particle at t equal to 1 by 6 seconds. Not a fair question. dy by dt, this will be 10 into 2 pi sine of 2 pi t plus pi by 6 with a negative sign. Substitute the time and see what you get as the answer.
Sir, 43 also.
Sir, can you do 40 also?
40 also, 43 also.
Sir, 43.
40, okay. Bob of pendulum L. Bob of simple pendulum of mass M executes oscillation with total energy E. At initial instant, it is at one of its extreme position. Its linear momentum after a phase change of pi by 6 radians take place will be its linear momentum after a phase change of pi by 6 radians takes place. Its linear momentum after a phase change of pi by 6 will be take place need not be there, right? Is the language correct? It's okay. Bob of simple pendulum of mass M. At initial instant, it is at one extreme position, has a total energy E, this is half m omega square a square, right? Now, after a phase change of pi by 6, y is equal to a sine omega t plus, it is at one extreme position. One extreme position means this will be pi by 2, right? Velocity will be a cos omega t plus pi by 2 into omega. Right? Now he wants the linear momentum after a phase change of pi by 6. V is a omega cos of omega t plus pi by 6 plus pi by 2. Will I get the velocity? Fair enough? Somebody else having a shortcut for this? And how will I replace this a omega? A omega is root over of 2e by m. Substitute this root over of 2e by m. See what you are getting as the answer. Agreed? 40th. Then they said 43rd. Maximum tension in 43rd. will come when the bob is in the lowermost position. T minus mg is mv square by L. So how do I get the velocity V? Loss in potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. Maximum tension comes when the bob is at the lowermost point.
So, in the 38th question, why did you put V is in a minus 10? Why you put minus?
1 second, wait, I need 2 minutes of a break. Yeah, speak.
Sir, 45th question also.
Okay, that link में दिया हुआ है यार ये सब.
Sir, can you do the 41 question also?
नहीं.
सर वेट बाकी वो सब मिटा दो
सेलफोन ढूंढ रहा हूँ, अच्छा सेलफोन मिलेगा तो बेकार कौन सा है? अच्छा फोन है यार, मोटे दूसरे को बेकार.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, will you do 41?
sure, wait a minute, here people are writing this. क्या हुआ चीज रिपीट कर रहा है? क्या हुआ? टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है. Actually, this concept is yet to be taught, right? But then you can solve it this way temporarily. Remember, this is called beat frequency. This will be taught in waves. Beat frequency, right? How, why, what, don't question me now. That will be taught in waves. Right now, directly how to solve, I am telling you. Frequency of the first is 1 by 3, frequency of the second is 1 by 5. Time after which they are again in phase will be N1 minus N2. This is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. 15, 5 minus 3, 2 by 15. Time after which they will be in phase is 1 by N1 minus N2. 15 by 2. 7.5 seconds. temporarily follow this procedure of finding out the frequencies and the difference. Reciprocal of the difference of the frequencies is the time after which the two are in phase. Right? Please make a note of it. You will not be able to do it on your own. And this beat frequency will be taught to you in waves.
सर
हाँ,
सर इसको प्रेशर से भी कर सकते हैं ना?
can be done, but either way you will learn beat frequency, so utilize it.
Okay.
Well, can somebody in this class solve the 21st question on the board? 21st, anyone?
It's alright.
In this room, do we have anyone? क्यों? डरना मना है। आ जाओ, I'll help you. Which room of Andheri? Come forth, come to the studio, come quickly. जल्दी आओ यार. Oh. Come quickly, come to the studio. Correct.
Sir is feeling shy.
So I did 3 weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Doesn't matter. Put this on the board. If you're going wrong, I'll help you out. Don't worry. I'll not have fun if you're stuck up. कोई और?
ठीक है समझ.
करोगे नहीं करोगे?
कर लेता हूँ.
मॉडल.
नहीं चश्मे में तो लॉन्ग साइडेड है.
21st. You will draw the phaser or you will use trigonometry? Okay.
So y1 is a sin omega t plus pi. Y2 is a sin omega t plus pi. So like y1 is equal to y2. So sin omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to sin omega t plus pi.
ये दोनों कैसा इक्वल हो जाएंगे यार? Don't use time t dash. No. Okay, solve. I tell you. Solve.
So like sin theta sin alpha equal to 2 n pi plus 2 pi plus minus power n some alpha. That formula.
हाँ.
तो मैंने like क्या डाल दिया? 2 डाल दिया. 3 डाल देता हूँ. तो 3 डाल देता हूँ. So omega t plus pi by 2 is 3 pi minus 3 into omega t plus pi. Omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to 3 pi minus 3 omega t minus ये minus 1 ही होगा. इधर आ गया तो 2 omega t is 2 pi minus 1/2 omega t is 3 pi by 4 and pi की जगह हम 2 pi is equal to time period हाँ तो t is equal to 3 pi by 4 omega and
We'll get the hint from that, don't worry.
देखिए सॉल्व हो ही जाएगा ना
Yeah.
इसको मैं लिख दूंगा ये हो जाएगा
4 into 2 pi by t. Good job. You are lacking confidence, but for that a good job. See, this is not the initial condition. He shouldn't have written these two. At time t equal to 0, these both are 0. What is the initial condition? One particle phasor is here, another particle is here. This particle's foot of the perpendicular is coming down, this particle's foot of the perpendicular is coming down. Right? From there, after time t, this is y1 and this is y2. At time t equal to 0, this particle, this phasor is here. At time t equal to 0, this phasor is here. The foot of the perpendicular is going down. Both in the same direction बोल रहा है. From there, after time t. From there, after time t, this is y1 and y2. Both should be equal. He equated both and remaining is trigonometry.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, why did you take pi, not 0?
if I take 0, then the foot of the perpendicular will be going down up. He wants both of them to be moving in the same direction. Say something.
Sir, wait.
आज ये लेक्चर का लिंक हर समय हर बच्चे को डाउट्स लिया है ग्रेविटेशन और एसएचएम का मैं नेक्स्ट बैच में नहीं लूँगा वो बच्चे मांगेंगे
तो ये दूसरा लेक्चर है पहले लेक्चर में वो
पहला लेक्चर में इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स चल रहा है
सिर्फ
इस लेक्चर का लिंक हर बच्चे को पहुँचना
सर सिर्फ यही सेक्शन का कि
बाकी सब का हो जाएगा
सर मैं बता देता हूँ
ये मत करना यार मैं बता दिया
फॉलो
उसमें आप ही भेज दो ना यार लिंक यहाँ से मेल कर दो सेंटर से
रेटिंग में वो नहीं दे रहा
क्यों
पवन के पास है
पवन को बुला लेना है नहीं बता दूंगा आप लोग उसको बोलेंगे वो एक दिन लेट करेगा फिर मुझे वेट करेगी
नहीं वो कहते हैं कि हर टाइम एडिटिंग के बाद ही देख सकते हैं
ये लेक्चर बिना एडिटिंग भेज गए पवन या आपको किसी को दिक्कत है
मुझे दिक्कत नहीं
पवन को बुला लो एक बार फोन करके पूछ लेना एक बार राइट वो करता नहीं एक दिन में नहीं करता है मुझे पता है 3-4 बार बच्चे मैसेजेस भेजते तभी जाता है उसको एक बार बुलाना 1 बजे के अंदर एक बार बुलाना Now listen, exercise 2, 9th one, y is equal to 3 sin 100t plus e cos square 50t. Find out dy by dt and d2y by dt square. If d2y by dt square is directly proportional to y, then it is an SHM. Right? And how do I find out the amplitude? Please try to write this as the sum of one trigonometric function. How do I do that? Bring cos square in terms of cos 2 omega t or sin 2 omega t. right? Use your skills in trigonometry to bring it down to one trigonometric function. The number in front will be the amplitude. Clear? Fourth question here. Body placed on a horizontal flank. Period of the oscillation loses contact. This I think we dealt with in the class. I have small m. This is normal force. This is mg. When it is going up, it will never lose contact. It is mg minus n is m into a. mg minus n is m into omega square y. mg minus n is m into omega square capital A. Y n will be equal to mg minus m omega square capital A. When will the body lose contact with the surface? When normal force is 0. Make the normal force 0. If n is 0, mg is equal to m omega square A. Omega is equal to under root g by 11th and 12th. 11th question. X is equal to a sin omega t. Y is equal to a into 1 minus cos omega t. The particle traces. Have a look at it. See, y is equal to a minus a cos omega t. A minus a cos omega t will be root 1 of 1 minus sin square, x square by a square. This is y by a is 1 minus root over of 1 minus x square by a square. Keep an eye on the simplification. Yes or no? Y by a minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 minus x square by a square. Simplify this, you get y as a function of x. You get y as a function of x, your job will be done. 13th problem, please understand, this is the only problem where there is a print error in this, centimeters per second. If this is it, make this 10 and not 1. This is 2.5 and this is x. 10 centimeters per second. Now you get the answer. See, V maximum is given to you. V maximum is A omega. Right? Amplitude is 2.5. V maximum is 10. Maximum displacement is 2.5. So 10 is equal to 2.5 into omega. Omega is 10 by 2.5. Remaining all calculations you will get from that. Maximum acceleration is omega square y. That was the 13th question. Right? Make a correction in the 13th. On the y-axis, put 10 instead of 1. For an SHM, a particle executing SHM, x is the displacement from the equilibrium position, v velocity, a acceleration. Then vx graph is a circle, vx graph is an ellipse, ax graph here, v is equal to omega root over of a square minus x square. Tell me what will the vx graph be? V square by omega square is a square minus x square. Right? Coming to next, a is equal to minus omega square x. What will the ax graph be? Right? This was the 12th question. 13th we discussed.
Sir. Sir, in the 8th some can you do the D option only?
8th D. Velocity is half the maximum velocity. Then when its displacement is half the maximum displacement. Velocity is half the maximum velocity. If you take velocity, listen, where are we? 8 he said, right? 8, the amplitude of a particular SHM above 2 is 10 centimeters. Then its velocity is half the maximum velocity. Velocity is equal to omega root over of a square minus y square is half of a omega. Find out y. Listen, there are a few more left over. Carry this booklet in the next class. We'll finish off that and start electrostatics. Next class, first I'll finish exercise 3 and 4 of gravitation. Right? And then we will come back to this. HCV's gravitation also need to be done. Please carry that. Today probably I'll finish off HCV's gravitation in the next studio. The next studio, HCV ka gravitation I'll finish off. Hence we can upload that simultaneously so that we'll save time for HCV's gravitation.
रोशन बोला कि ना चलते हैं